Step back and give me some space, please. Step back and give me some space, please. That's fine.
In this video, police stop a driver after noticing flashing red and blue lights on his car. The driver explains it was only for a quick photo, never to impersonate an officer. Tension builds as officers ask for ID and step closer, while the driver insists they are on private property and meant harmless fun. Both sides go back and forth over rights, laws, and proper procedure, with the driver emphasizing respect for law enforcement while asking for fairness and calm handling.
You're just adding to, okay?
How am I adding to it, sir? What's your, okay, name, badge number?
Sheldon Rentmeester, badge 534.
Name, badge
Are you
number?
involved? Is this your car? Is this your car?
I have a First Amendment right to talk.
Sure, yeah. You
Okay.
also have the right to let him do his business. Okay, if he's talking to him.
All I'm going to do is I'm going to take down his name for my report, so that if we get a report later on,
that's
somebody's
perfectly
trying
fine.
to pull somebody
But
over.
can you guys please listen? I understand your job, okay?
Are you dad? Are you family? Are you involved?
Why?
Because right now he's trying to conduct business.
I understand that,
I'm just
okay?
trying to talk to this guy. Are you related to him somehow?
Just carry about with him.
All right, fair enough. So I'm going to need your driver's license, partner.
At the end of the day,
Can you step back, give me some space,
Driver's
please?
license?
Step back and give me some space, please.
You don't have a
Step
driver's
back and give me some space, please. That's fine. I'm going to step back then. You're invading my personal. In fact, move away from my car with your gun, please.
Okay, can I see your
Move away from my car with your gun, please.
I'll give you my name.
I'm trying to talk to you now. So the reason for this,
I understand your reason. You don't have to cop-explain this to me. Okay, you're shaking. Why are you shaking?
That's great. All right, let's start with that.
Your hand was shaking on your mag, your little mag holder right there. You're still shaking right there. Your hands are shaking, guy. Calm down, dude.
I'm calm.
Then why are you shaking?
Because I'm trying to explain this to you.
Then you can calm down. I'm not being confrontational at all. My name's
Sheldon.
Okay, that's great. My name is Good Citizen, and I'm talking to you in a calm manner. And I don't need you to be shaking while you're talking to me. Okay, we can talk normal. That's fine.
We can talk normal.
That's perfectly fine.
But at the end of the day, this is just a minor thing.
I get it. I get it. So that's why I was trying. You guys came in real hot. I understand your job.
He might have. I don't know. I didn't.
Okay, you came in a little heated towards the whole situation. I'm allowed to talk. Yes, he is my son. Okay, I wear a badge and a gun belt myself.
We weren't driving
Okay,
with
so
them on, so you
I
guys
understand
can
what
get
you're
that out
doing,
of your
and I
system.
understand. That's why I said turn them on real quick for a
was
photo and
fucking
turn them right
parked.
back off. It might have been a dumb idea.
said you drove
Okay,
this vehicle.
A little bit.
yeah, I understand.
You
that.
understand the
I
big thing is,
understand.
private property
I know, and that's why I said normally when we go to car meets, it's completely private.
And
You don't need to give name.
He said I need to because
No, you
I drove
don't.
the car here.
No, we're
Hang on,
done.
man.
We're done.
I'm not
We're done with
talking
that.
to
You haven't committed a crime. There's no
Right,
need to
that's
ID
what I
yourself.
said.
Just calm down. Let him do the warning thing. But you have no part of this.
Because she just admitted she drove this vehicle. This is a marked police vehicle.
Where is it?
With red and
No,
white
it's not. It
lights.
doesn't say police
Okay,
anywhere.
have always done it on private property. There's never been an incident ever before. Like I said, he wanted a cool picture down here. It was real quick. Turn them on, turn them off. And again, I figured, hey, we're in a relocation right down here. There's no other civilians around. Nobody's gonna think he's a cop. They're
I don't
with the
think they
show.
all-
They're with the
Yeah, I
show.
understand.
They understand he's not. Okay, we're pretty big into this scene.
No, and I
So
don't
it's a
have an
good,
issue with
wholesome
it,
family thing to
really.
do. Like I said, we generally never turn them on at all because he knows, because I know what the laws are.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you-
and I
but it's
understand.
just private property versus, and that's
And I
all
totally
this had
get
to
it.
be is, hey, let me
I
get your
understand
info.
the citizens without coming on so strong. Okay, I deal with it a lot. Okay,
Well,
I work with DOC. I work with a lot of different departments in the area. Okay, so I understand. But when I come into a situation, I try to get the information before I start coming on strong. And if I need to, then that's where we go to. Okay, but. That's why I said de-escalate
when I
a little
walk
bit. Well,
into the-
I know, but he came in really hot. That's why I said, man,
I don't know how he
de-escalate and calm down. I know, and I didn't record it, unfortunately. But you know,
He did. He's got
I
body
know,
cam
and
right
that's why I say he's got body cam. I can FOIA it
But-
if I have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know, and in fact, I should have my body cam on right now, but I don't. So it is what it is. So again, it's usually a private property thing, and I understand. So I get where you
That
guys are
being the
coming
big
from. I totally get where you guys are coming from. So that's why I'm trying to talk to you calm, and you were shaking a little bit there. So that was kind of worrying me. You know what I mean? You step up on me and you're shaking.
Well, I was trying to hear what you're saying.
Okay,
Kind of a little
I'm
bit
talking
quiet.
calm because I want you guys to calm down. That's how you de-escalate. When somebody's getting heated, you try to calm them down, which is what I was doing.
No,
And
that's fine.
now we're talking calm, right? You're not shaking anymore.
Well, I also wasn't sure what was going to go on there.
But at the same time, when you guys come on to something as a backup officer, you don't know what's going on, okay? I completely understand that, okay? But when it comes down to it, He didn't witness her drive this car. I could say I drove that car.
No.
She could say he drove that car. Anybody could say that. You guys didn't witness that. There was no reasonable articulable suspicion that she needed to give an ID. That's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. Okay?
And I don't
I'm very
disagree with
strong on my civil rights.
Right.
I'm very strong on other people's civil rights. There's a lot of police officers that are really good. So far, I'm giving you a B plus because you were a little bit hot. Like I said, warm. We'll call it warm. You're a little warm and you were shaking there, which was kind of freaking me out because when I see a guy with a gun shaking, it kind of freaks me out. I'm not saying you would pull it. The hood's still over, so we're good. You know what I mean? But you guys got to approach people with a little bit calmer manner, and you would get a lot better result from a lot more people. I'm telling you that.
I
It
get
works for
pretty good
me.
results from
I can
most
tell
people.
that. I can tell you're pretty cool right now, okay? You got the Oakley glasses on, you chilling, all right? You know what I mean? I'm cool with it, all right? But again, it's the way when you guys approach the scene. Okay, if there's a lot of people around, I get that. You don't know what's going on, but you got to come in a little cooler. That's all I'm trying to get at, man. Education, not confrontation.
Disagreements.
There might that's a better
We'll call
word
it
for
disagreements.
it. Wordage, you got wording is everything. So there was a little bit of a disagreement maybe on what was going on. Okay. And again, I was trying to simply explain to the officer because I respect you guys. Hey, I understand you saw whatever you saw. I don't know what he saw because the lights went on for a couple of seconds. A couple people took pictures of it real quick, and it got shut right back off. That was it. There was no foul play. There was no ill intent. There was no, popping. You have crossed the line of now that puts a bad taste in my mouth about this particular officer. And once that keeps building up in people's minds, that's where that disconnect between law enforcement and citizenry happened.
Department's telling us different shit, so I'm just gonna get a lawyer
And
because
that's-
people are targeting my son.
Well,
with this
it's-
car.
I wouldn't say it's targeting your son. It's more geared towards the car and the red and blues on the car.
But you guys can look at it
And it's not illegal
to.
it's not illegal to have an out of service police car as long as it's not got any police department names on it and stuff like that. So and again,
Which
it's
honestly, actually, on that end,
and
I don't
it's,
know if that's entirely.
what was
I
that
don't even
speaking?
know if that's entirely like having the police.
And there is very gray areas in that. Again, I am all about education. I want to educate myself so that when I know that something's happening, I know I have my facts.
Are you? Is it red on one side, blue on the other?
I don't know, honestly.
So what I would do, personal advice is if you make it red all the way across.
You guys got something going on up there. Might be more important than this. See, he's got whites, but that's a takedown lights. But yeah, you got to pull the fuse off of that right in front of it. But anyway, your question
Well,
or
so
your
what I was
statement. I'm
saying
sorry.
is if you went with red, if you're
Right,
like
all
doing
red,
like the,
right.
well, not necessarily all red. You don't have to switch to all red, but if you're doing like the corner lights,
Like
as
scene
like
lighting.
the cruise lights or the
Right.
scene lighting, if you did that on all red, I think you'd have a little bit less issue.
Right.
There's a lot more way on red
Right.
lighting
Yeah.
versus
Volunteer
blue lighting's-
firefighters, and there's a whole bunch of other people. And the Popo's the only ones that run to blue. So
Exactly.
right.
But I mean, it's even past the volunteer
watch
firefighters.
that gun, man. Sorry.
It's even past the volunteer firefighters. I mean, if you look
Right.
at like the city of Columbus, they have their work trucks that are running the red lights. You know, tow trucks have
Yep.
red lights on the light
Yep,
bar,
amber and
with the
red.
brake lights. I think you'd run into less issues. with
Less
that.
issues
So I don't know
with-
how often
right.
you're running into issue with
Not
this.
not really, because like I said, it's always on private property. When we do the car shows, it's we go to farms and rent out farms. You go to private property, rent out the properties, and have this is really absolutely nothing. We go to car shows where there's hundreds to thousands of cars, and it's all on private property. So and again, it's one time, quick picture shots, real quick, and that was all it was, man. So no hard feelings towards you guys,
I
none of
don't-
that.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that, I don't say there's ill intent in that.
Right.
I do try. I get. I'm a
Right.
car guy. I love cars.
Right, and it's just a cool thing.
It's just one of those.
And
you
I
gotta be
understand you
careful
get
with the
right,
location,
and that's why I was like, on the road, do it real quick. And I guess it's my fault, I mean, as his father, I probably shouldn't have said that, but
You know what?
it
But
is
again,
what it is.
being a car guy, I get it. I'm not.
And honestly, my vest is in the back. I wear the same uniform every day, all day long. So I understand what you guys are doing. I respect you guys 100%. I'm not a police officer, but I deal with DOC. I deal with a lot of other fun stuff too. So, but I've gone through the whole police academy. I know my rights. I did the whole civil rights, law enforcement, law, and all that crap. So,
Out of curiosity,
Anyway.
you said you went through the academy. Why not get in? It's a good
because
job.
I make more money. I work government contracts, man. I work government contracts, and if I see something, I don't have to get involved.
That's fair.
So, I mean, I don't have the pension and all that fun stuff you guys have, and qualified immunity and all that good jazz. But
With the government contracting, I mean, if you make enough,
money.
you can put the money away.
Yeah, it's money.
You
I mean,
more or less have the pension.
yeah, if I was working city, small city cops, I'm right there with them. So, and again, I don't have to get involved with anything. I get nights and weekends off, work Monday through Friday, no holidays. Federal contracts are good, good pay.
Doing federal contracts?
Federal contracts. So that's what I said. I work with DOC, I work with federal prisoners and all kinds of different fun stuff. So I deal with murders and shit just like you guys do, just while they're
You doing like
caged up.
transports or?
Oh no! I deal with mental and drug problem for the most part. Those are the guys I deal with. So just keeping them under control, basically.
That's fair.
So, and again, I understand you guys got a job to do, but there's that boundary where, again, the citizens of the United States have kind of got a disconnect. As you see, there's a lot of anti-police people out there. You know, you can't disagree with that, right?
No.
So, and I get it. People look at me and instantly think I'm a cop. I got a badge, I got a gun, you know, and the vest and all that, you know, on my way in or out of work or whatever. People are instantly, I get the attitude, I get people talking, I get it, you know what I mean? So, but at the same time, we've got to have a little bit better approach to people, I think, especially with Officer, you know, I'll just call, I don't know what his name is, but he never identified himself, so. And the car wasn't running.
If I finish talking to him, since I really don't have anything to do with this right now.
What was your name again, sir?
My name is Detective Carl Roberts. 529 is my badge number.
Okay.
And what's your name?
I don't have to give that to you, sir.
Okay, so then I don't really need to interact with
That's
you.
fine. Have a good day.
My point being, and before I was so rudely interrupted.
Didn't rudely interrupt you,
You
sir.
did,
Okay,
and
keep
you're doing it
continue.
again. So
Just
here's
calm
what I'm
down,
telling
bud. Calm down, man. He's an asshole.
Here's what I'm telling you.
I mean,
This car gets, somebody could actually pull you over and probably arrest you very successfully. And you might beat the rap, but you won't beat the ride.
So he's a detective?
Driving this around.
Wow.
Driving
That's
this
scary,
around.
Right.
As a,
The way he talks to people.
I'm not talking to you. Continue. I'm talking to
Okay.
this guy because he needs to.
He's a lot
so
cooler
sure
all
than
been-
you.
I'm saying is, man, you
dismissed.
got to be careful with this because
Who's his
somebody might not
supervisor?
be as nice.
Can you tell me who his supervisor is?
His supervisor,
I understand.
Because I wanna get that
I'm not
camera.
warning you ahead of
You
time,
wanna
but if
call on
somebody
that
just
one,
had
we have
a
the-
wild
Who's,
card,
whatever you guys got, watch,
on your
command
car
watch, or
makes-
lieutenant?
I would call our lieutenant, but he's only here.
What's his last name?
He's only here Monday through
I'm not going to harass
Friday.
anybody. I don't very rarely.
Well, and honestly, I mean, what put me into a bad mood with Perry Township, and I'll get real with you.
This is a public
All
location.
right, can
I'm
you?
free to stand here.
We're good. He should be doing a job. His citizens are paying him out of my taxes. But Perry Township, this has probably been 20-something years ago. I got pulled over for looking at a cop out the window of my car. This is back when you guys were running confronts. Right? So probably like 20, not even 2020-ish. But anyway, I got pulled over. This guy was screaming and yelling in my face. That really put me off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Pendleton's still with you guys or not. That was, like I said, 20 years ago probably. So Pendleton's probably long retired by now. So
It's Pendleton.
Pendleton? Yeah. So I talked with that guy. You know, like I said, I've got respect for you guys when you guys give the citizens respect. You're cool, right? You're cool with me right now. You know, you're chilling, you got your arm in your vest now, you're not shaking anymore. We're cool. You know what I mean? I understand. You come into a situation like that, but
That's mine.
cool.
By the end, the situation eases down. The driver explains again that the lights were created only for car shows and quick photos, without any attempt to trick the public. Officers decide to let him go with a warning instead of charges. The moment shifts from conflict to a reminder that interactions between police and citizens work better when approached with understanding, patience, and respect. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real stories that matter.